Heels in, toes out, yogi squat. Inhale, hands to heart center. Let's just find our balance, find our grounding as we move and we breathe. Maybe a word or intention for your movement today. Thank you so much for being here with me. I'm so happy to flow with you. Inhale, we come up, maybe lift the heels. Exhale, come down. Inhale, come up on the toes. Exhale, come down. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, come down. Again, inhale, reach up. Exhale, down and squat. Inhale, exhale to squat. Inhale, exhale, getting right into it. Inhale, exhale, come down. Again, inhale, exhale. Keep going. Beautiful job. Now staying on those toes, heels lifted, big breath. Excuse me for not being in the frame. And then exhale, let it go. Shake out the body, maybe kick the legs. Beautiful. We're going to come down onto our knees now. Press into the palms, finding some fast cat-cow. So inhale, exhale out through the mouth. Inhale, arch. Exhale, round the spine. Beautiful. Inhale, arch. Exhale to round the spine. Good job. And then just waving the hips side to side. We're going to inhale, finding our bird dog. Left arm comes straight. Back leg comes out. And as we exhale, we'll bend that left arm and bend that right knee in towards the right elbow. As we exhale, inhale, get nice and long. Good. And then we're just going to do that all again. Beautiful. This time finding a little pulse in between. So inhale, get tall, long. Tap the back toes. Exhale, bending elbow and knee. Inhale long, tap the back toes. Exhale, we go slower now, like we're moving through molasses. Good, tap those toes. And then bring that right knee in towards the right hand, place it down. Finding our low lunge, maybe finding a few little circles here, finding your depth. A few little lunges back and forth, hands up overhead. Maybe even some circles here. Really good. Amazing. Getting nice and tall in our torso. Inhale, we bend the elbows into goddess. Open the heart. Inhale, reach them up. Exhale, open and bend. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, we bend. Inhale, reach. Exhale, bend. Good. Just coming into your breath. Finding this repetition as somewhat of a moving meditation. Inhale, pause with bent elbows. Breathing in through the front of the heart. Exhaling, melting the heart. Finding openness. Left palms come down. Maybe back knee lifts. And then maybe finding some circles with the hips here, with our lifted knee, if that feels good. Any little motions that you need. Hands come back, and we find ourselves in downward facing dog. Slowly walking the hands back towards the feet, finding our forward fold. Big inhale. Good. Exhale. Let's bend that right knee, straighten left. Maybe our left arm comes into the right crease of our hip. Opening up, twisting, detoxifying. Just becoming friends with our body throughout this practice. Finding our forward fold here. Good. Coming over to the other side. Bending left knee. You can bring that opposite arm up or around to the crease of the inner left thigh. Looking over your shoulders if that feels good, and just remembering to breathe. Being gentle with your body, being curious with your bodies here. Let's walk out our hands now to plank, coming all the way down to the bellies. Inhale, finding our cobra, bringing the chest through. Good. Coming back onto all fours. Maybe finding a little swag with your hips side to side. We come right into the other side. So again, bird dog on this side. So right arm extends. Left arm extends. Right leg comes out to the side as we bend that right elbow and that left knee. Inhale, get tall. We'll add a little tap. Exhale, bend knee and elbow into the body. Inhale, tall, tap, bending knee, bending elbow, extend, tap the back toes, and we bend our elbow and knee. Tap those back toes, nice and long. And bending knee and elbow. Inhale, nice and long. You're doing so good. Really finding that strength in our core. And then bending that back knee, bringing it up in towards, in between the hands. Finding any little motions here that you need to find your depth in this low lunge on the left side. Maybe finding those circles. Maybe little pulses before we find stillness here. Good. Left arm comes up, maybe reaching around the body. Finding a little twist, looking up over left shoulder. Beautiful. Taking one more breath. And exhale, we unwind the twist. Good. Lift that back knee, finding any little pulses here in our lunge with our leg lifted. And just being curious about what it feels like on this side versus the other side. No judgments. Coming back up, we'll find our way into our yoga squat once more. Maybe heels are lifted or maybe they're flat on the ground. All is okay. Hands to heart center. Come back to your breath, maybe finding a word that you want to bring in or a sensation into your practice. So good. And just curating those good vibes with every movement that we make. Let's come onto our backs, hug the knees in into a little ball, and then we'll keep our legs bent, and then we'll open them up, extending the knees, giving them a little shake, maybe finding an audible sound, giving the inner thighs a little tap where our feminine energy lies. Good. And just bringing sensation to this part of the body. Inhale, straighten the feet. And then we'll extend our left leg out, bringing our right leg in. And we'll just find little scissor kicks here. Forehead to knee. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, come in. Exhale, we switch. And switch. And continue to switch. Good. We'll open up the legs once more. Bringing them back in. Bend the knees. Plant the soles of the feet on the mat. And then we'll bring the soles of our feet together here in butterfly. Low back is on the mat. We'll press into the edges of our feet and we'll inhale to bridge with our legs, with our knees open wide. Inhale, press the hips up, And as we exhale, we'll dance the hips back down. Good. And again, inhale, lift the hips nice and high. Then we just find little pulses here. Pulse, pulse, pulse. When you're ready, you can hold at the top, maybe squeezing the mulabandha, holding the breath. Exhale, release everything down, relaxing the hips 1% more. And just feeling into the sensation, into the lower extremities of the body, allowing them to be soft, allowing them to feel release. We come back up into our bridge, our butterfly bridge. Exhale, we slowly melt the torso back down. Inhale, come up. Exhale, slowly coming back down. Beautiful job. Inhale, come back up. And then we hold our bridge, maybe holding onto the low back. And we'll breathe in through the hips, down, all the way to the throat. And as we do, we hold the breath at the throat. And exhale, release. And let's just find a few more pulses here with our hips up high. Maybe if it feels good, finding some circles or some figure eights just to allow for the body allowance, allowing for the energy to flow or may have felt stagnant or stuck. Beautiful. Coming back into a ball. Squeeze everything in really, really tight. Squeeze, squeeze, squeeze. And then exhale, we come back up, maybe rolling up to a seated position, cross-legged. And let's just find a few circles in one direction. Bringing the heart forward, making any sounds. Sounding is so beautiful for the body. Sometimes we get trapped emotions and sounding out can feel really nice. So finding circles in one direction and the other direction. Allowing for your hips and heart to be opened. When our hips are tight, sometimes we have a hard time opening our throat chakra because our hips and our heart are connected, and our heart is our gateway to how we communicate. Just finding some stillness, breathing in through the front of the body. You can hold the breath. And as you exhale, maybe letting out an audible sound. Just continuing to breathe as we soften the hips, the heart, the jaw, the face. Let's inhale now, crossing the arms, open the heart. Exhale, around the spine forward. Inhale, opening up. Again, making any beautiful sound that feels good. Any little shake you want to take. Yes. How do you want to feel today? And just thanking yourself for showing up on your mat and with your body. Most importantly, with yourself. I love you so much. Thank you so much, and I'll see you soon.